Welcome! So today's video, I went to Plato's Closet. I had a few items that I just want to practice with or test the waters with Plato's Closet. Not the items specific, but the amounts. So I do plan on going to Plato's Closet maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, just taking a few items at a time to see if sales will be better for me with them or worse or about the same. Now, I have gone to Plato's Closet before. I've sold things there before. Usually I take in 2 large bags worth, like not quite IKEA size bags worth, but just about. It's those like Marshall reusable bags. And I stuff those suckers. Usually I have about 50, 60 items. And they take maybe 10 items, maybe, less, a little bit more. It just kind of depends. On average, though, I would say they probably take about 10 out of 50, so that's about 20%. However, that's a lot of work to take in that many pieces of clothing, especially if some of them are listed inventory. Then I have to stop my listing, pause it, delete it, and then if it's not listed, it's still a lot. I gotta bag everything, I gotta fold it because I do want it nice, so it has to look presentable. So I just decided, let me just take a few items to see, because if they come back and just take 2, at least I didn't really do too much work. I was going around that area anyway, which is why I thought of that. So the items that I took were ones that I did not have listed for the most part, except for 2. 2 items I just recently had removed because I was going to do a sale, and so I just hadn't put them back on yet, but I had them listed for a long time. So these items, I took them to Plato's Closet, and I'll show you the footage here. Alright, I'm doing an experiment with Plato's Closet. So I've sold stuff at Plato's Closet before. This is a new with tag Catherine Melandrino. I've had this for a long time, and it's adorable. I have no idea why it's not selling. I guess just the brand name is not there, but I've sold stuff at Plato's Closet before for, I don't know, a couple years, and I always bring in large bundles. This time I'm bringing in just a few items. This is a J. Crew wool dress. This is moth. This is another item I've had forever. Really cool, like, jacket. This crochet knit, lace knit jacket. This item I have not even listed yet, but I wanted to give them some sort of athletic item. And this is a size medium, new with tag Adidas. Here is Theory, so again a chunky knit. This one is Premise, so it's a little bit older style, like more mature, I mean, but not like super mature, but it's new with tags, and it's a pretty super soft sweater dress. Then these are Torrid leggings. These I actually purchased from Plato's Closet during their 90% off sale, so we'll see how those do. I just haven't listed them yet. And this is a Forever 21 overall, so pant leg overall, and then 2 pairs of shoes. So they're in good condition shoes, just a pair of Vans in these. So these are the items that I'm going to send in right now. I'm going to go in, maybe browse just for a minute, and then let's see what items they take, if they take any, how quick the process is, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a background on my past visits. Alright, so I'm looking through the women's kimonos, and I look for large to extra large when I'm just browsing to see what they have, little styles here. Now I will also look at the shoes, but there's so many. Basically I'm just going to kill a little time. Here is a little glimpse of the store. Scarves. And these are a bunch of lightweight jackets. There we go. Alright, I am back at Plato's Closet and going to see how much money I'll walk out of here with. So again, I think it was 10 items. So I didn't bring in a lot of items or anything. Here's their little displays. But we'll see. We'll see how much I can get. I think they were 10 solid items. With the exception of the shoes. The shoes are kind of iffy, but I'll show you guys right now. Okay, so I just wanted to show you all a little glimpse of some of the brands that they are selling so that you have an idea what they're accepting. Excursion, that's just JCPenney's. You could see Columbia. Tangerine, I believe that's sold just like at Sam's. There was some Old Navy, some Goodfellow, which is men's Target. Then, of course, your classic Nike. Faded Glory, this is an old Walmart brand, so I was very surprised to see that. Jolt, $25. So that's something you can find at Macy's. I would never be able to sell a Jolt brand for $25 on eBay or Poshmark. Forever 21. So a lot of what people would call bread and butter brands, which nothing wrong with selling these brands on Poshmark. It's just at the price point here, it's not a realistic place to source for. All right, so I just got into my car from Plato's Closet, and they took 4 of my 10 items, but the ratio seems to be about right, because normally I've taken in around 50 items, and they've maybe taken about 7 or 10. So 4 out of 10 is a pretty good percentage of the amount of items. So I think that would be better to do personally, because it's a lot of work when you're gathering 40, 50 items and bringing in 2 large IKEA bags full of stuff. And then it takes them longer to go through it. Then they just keep 7, 10 items. On average, I would walk out with about $25, $30. And every once in a while, I'd break 40. But this time, for taking in 10 items, just grabbing it, filling a small bag, it was just a Lululemon reusable tote bag. And I put 10 items in there. They took 4. And I made just shy of $17. So I know it sounds like not a lot of money, and it's not. You know, this Plato's Closet, it's definitely not something I would suggest to make like a real business out of unless you're getting items completely free. But I'm going to go home and I will show you the items that they did not take and then kind of give a little bit more of a breakdown. So the items that they ended up taking, they took 4 out of the 10, and it was the one I knew for sure, the newest tag Adidas dress. That dress I picked up about 5-6 months ago at Ross. It was during their clearance event, so I didn't pay a lot for it, but the comps on it were nowhere near as good as I thought that they would be, so it kind of discouraged me about listing it for a little while. And then the season just kind of ended. So I know we are in workout season here shortly, but I'm just not a fan of listing dresses. I don't get excited about listing dresses. They're a little bit more work for me. I was pretty confident Plato's Closet would accept that. So they did. They accepted that. They also accepted a new with tags Promise sweater dress. This dress I got about a year ago. It was in the first video that I did, an unboxing of G&B Trading. I think that's what it's called. I'll put it right here if I forget. And I guess it was just a little bland, and it's another dress. So it was a sweater dress. So I wanted to take something kind of in season. That dress they accepted, and I thought it was just a little bit for an older audience, and not like mature audience, but you know, maybe somebody in their 30s or 40s. And Plato's Closet doesn't really cater to that, so I was surprised that they took that dress. Then they took overalls, which I was confident about these. They're Forever 21 overalls. I don't like overalls sell really, really well, but again, they're just long, they're awkward to photograph, they're a lot more to edit, to make the lighting right. I need a lot of space for them. So Forever 21, it wouldn't have made me a lot of money, so if I could sell it to them, that was a big bulky item to go ahead and move. And then a pair of shoes. The brand is MIA, and I purchased these shoes on Poshmark for myself about a year and a half ago. Wore them a couple times, but they weren't the most comfortable shoes for me, so I just decided to list them. And then I had them listed for a few months, and a little bit of interest, but they went all the way down to $5 at one point, and so then I just removed them. and I never did anything with them. So I saw those shoes. I said, well, let me take those in, and they actually accepted those, and I was surprised by that because MIA is not a very big popular brand. But hopefully you guys seen the footage of me going through some of the rack, some of the clothing. I kind of just wanted to show you all the brands that they are selling and a little bit of the price point that they're selling them for, because these are items that are great if you have friends, family members, neighbors that are donating clothes to you. If you go to the Goodwill outlet, the bins, and you find some of these items in great condition, you can definitely, if you pay $1.25 a pound and you find 4 junior size t-shirts, that's probably going to equal about a pound. Then that realistically comes out to what, maybe 35 cents or so. And if Plato's Closet will give you $1.50, that's just a quick flip. So that's just something you may want to keep in mind. And if people give you free inventory and it's Forever 21, or it's these mall brands that fast fashion, Old Navy, that you're just maybe not a fan of selling, or it's just maybe not worth your time, then you can just take them all to Plato's Closet. So that is one thing that is good. Plato's Closet does accept Aeropostale, Old Navy, American Eagle. They accept, they have a lot of Target and a lot of Walmart. Is really shocked by that with Walmart. Now Walmart's clothing is kind of stepping up its game a little bit. They are having nicer pieces, better quality, and better styles. But again, Walmart's a little bit of a hard sell because it's so inexpensive retail. But Plato's Closet was selling a lot of Walmart. They were selling a lot of Target, all the different brands from Target. So I decided to go ahead and just ask them the items that they didn't take, why. They said they're just either not in the class that they were looking for, or maybe they had a little bit more wear to them. So those Vans, I think, just were a little bit too dirty for them to accept. But I asked them what kind of items were they looking for. Do they look seasonal? And they said that there's 3 categories that they kind of are accepting all the time, or looking for to accept, and that's men's, plus size, and workout. So those 3 categories they almost always want. Everything else just depends on how much they have of something. So if they're in the middle of winter season and they have tons of jackets and tons of thick sweaters, they're going to be very picky with those because they take up a lot of space and they don't really need as many because they're not selling as well. But if summertime comes around and they're right in the middle of summer and they can't keep shorts on the rack, then they're not going to be as picky because they need more shorts because shorts are selling. So I thought that was really cool that they gave me a tip like that for the items to bring in. And then of course brands like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Puma, they will accept most of those brands. It kind of just really depends on condition. Now one thing, shoes and purses. Shoes and purses, the brand doesn't really matter. What matters is the style and the condition. If something is in excellent condition, has no brand on it, no material size, as long as it has the size on there, even then in some cases if it doesn't have the size they will accept it because they do have like ways that they can measure that. But if it's in perfect condition then, and it's a cute style or a trendy brand, they will accept it. So stuff like that you just might want to consider. I thought this would be a little bit helpful video in case you have been curious to try Plato's Closet, in case you just have, quite a few of these items in your own personal closet, or your kids or your family members, and you think it's not worth your time to sell them. You don't know really how to sell them, and you kind of don't want to donate them because maybe they're kind of cute pieces or they're new. So Plato's Closet is definitely a good option. If you don't have a Plato's Closet near you, then sorry, it might not be worth the trip to travel very far, because for those 4 items, again, I did make $16.90 something cents, so just shy of $17. I have so much inventory and I need to find different ways to be creative to move some of it, especially the stuff I'm not excited about listing. So if you're not excited about listing some items that you have and you've had them for 6 months longer, then definitely try a local consignment store. I am going to try a clothes mentor soon. I don't know if I'm going to do that during this Vlogmas in this video yet, because Plato's Closet for me is a little bit easier. but I do want to kind of see how the two compare, and maybe I will do a difference or comparison video between Plato's Closet and Clothes Mentor. But for now, that is all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this a little bit of a different topic, even though it is resale related. It's something that I haven't really done on my channel yet with Plato's Closet, and I go there a lot, so I figure it might as well show you guys a little bit about it and maybe ask some questions that will help myself for when I take clothes in the future. Thanks so much. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.